Thank you for being here. Happy Easter. And I'd like to give you this short practice, perhaps practicing during the time of the holidays. If you have a time during the Easter or after or in the week afterwards. Also, you can practice this throughout the spring if you like. And really, I wanted to sort of remind you that Easter is the reminder of transformation, and that transformation is always possible. So we know that Easter is a time for rebirth, time for renewal. We might associate that. Also time for awakening. Especially when we're talking about our bodies, ourselves, what's happening in seasonal nature as well. So I'd like to, again, Easter, it's a reminder for transformation, that it's always possible. And I'd like you to think of that your breath, this breath, is my beginning. So I want you to think about the sort of the beginning, not just your practice, but it could be a beginning of something, as the spring always offers that. So today practice is really honor this rebirth or of a rebirth, and it's not just as a seasonal shift, but also perhaps as a personal one. So each breath is the opening, and each movement a sort of a gentle renewal. So let's start. So allow yourself to arrive on the mat. Always, always. Try not to just come on the mat and feel like, oh my God, I have to move straight away. Give yourself a moment, give yourself a few breaths. Find where you're sitting. I'm sitting on a meditation cushion. Give yourself a blanket, give yourself a cushion or something where you're elevating your pelvis. Arrive. It's a very important sort of our body composition, but also how we actually feel in our bodies. Press towards the signal and rise. So from this really short a few minutes, you can start rising upwards. Because when we're sitting in front of the computer, we are always slouching. So imagine just, and perhaps this is something new for you. So I just want you to bring the awareness that just as you're lifting the upper body, as it opens up, lengthens, you're going to focus quite onto the heart, into the heart space. So as you lengthen, as you imagine that you are rising upwards. So lengthen that spine, ground yourself through the sit bones, give yourself even the shoulder rolls from side to side. Bring that movement, easy movement. And as you're moving like this, you are sort of not just, you already invited yourself here, you are settling into your space. You are sort of softening into the body, and then just remind yourself or bring the awareness of the words. What does it mean for you? That renewal or rebirth or new beginnings, or what is this season actually is offering to you personally, individually, just for you. Is it something I very much related? I feel quite awake in the spring, so it gives me lots of energy, and I always try to kind of do and then try something new. I want to do a lot. I want to be outside more. I always wanted to maybe something new to try as well, and just spark the ideas. Creative ideas in your mind. What is that the new beginning means for you? And then sometimes it could be something really simple, and sometimes it could be that you might have for years wanted to try something. Maybe just wanted to try yoga on a regular basis, which I think it's helping so many people around the world. And I just think, including me, It's the place where you feel safe. It's the place where you can just be yourself. And this could be just a very, sometimes we don't really know, and then when you arrive, you have a time for yourself, a little bit of stillness, quietness, it comes to you. So settle into your intention for this practice. I'm just going to bring the palm of the hands upwards, and this could be optional. Optional to take the thumbs and index finger together, but bring the palm of the hands upwards, because this is a very beautiful way to say to yourself and to the world that you are open and you're ready. So this is it represents the receptive qualities in ourselves. So you can just have a palm of the hands. So make sure that you're not putting pressure onto your shoulders. Take your thumb and index finger together if you wanted to. Even just squeeze a little bit of your toes and release. So notice where your legs are. If it doesn't feel right like this, I'd like you to be crossed. So where you cross legs, so what you can do, you can sit on the many cushions. Okay, and then eventually it becomes a little bit easier when you sit a little bit higher, or prop cushions on the outside of the thighs. Okay, now we're closing the eyes, and then just repeat to yourself, the breath is my beginning. Take a deep breath in. The breath is my beginning. The breath is my beginning. And I invite you to soften, to open, and to trust that no matter where you are, is the beautiful place to begin. And let this practice be your awakening, maybe even quiet renewal, and even open to return to yourself. And as your palm of the hands are upwards, you can say to yourself, I'm open to renewal. And then come and repeat this with me if you like. This breath is my beginning. And let this practice, your practice, be a practice of awakening, of quiet renewal, and a moment to return to yourself. So let's bring the palm of the hands close towards your heart, and then just gently drop the head, forehead, nose towards your hands. Exhale deeply there, and then lift the head up, and then we're going to go roll a little bit through your shoulders, finding the arms to one side. So if you're bending towards the right, you can grab your left wrist, and now if